Okay, now you see that I have moved my mag lamp over to my client's face. I have my blade. I have a dry 4x4 on either side, depending on what side I'm going to be working on. I've also sanitized my hands, something that you're not going to see on camera, but I am sanitizing my hands. And sanitize again. Okay. On this blade, which is a disposable blade, so when you're done with it, it will go in the biohazard or the sharps container. It has this great little thumb holder, and it's gripped, so you won't lose, especially if your hands are still kind of wet from sanitizing your gloves. You shouldn't slip with that. Mine are still a little too tacky, so I want to just take a towel and wipe my gloves down. You want to make sure that you are very still when you're doing this. Normally I'd be sitting down, but because of the procedure that we're doing today, yes, I would prefer to be sitting, but because of the different angles and the camera, it's best that I stand. But you do want to sit, not necessarily so that you're bracing yourself, because you don't want to be leaning, you still want to keep your body ergonomics in place, but you do want to make sure that you can stay braced. So I'm going to start. We're going to lay the blade. The blade is at a 45-degree angle, and we're just going to do quick little strokes. And it's almost like I'm doing a circular motion like this, but just very soft and gentle. And I'm taking small areas. This isn't like shaving your leg where you're going to come all the way up. We're just doing soft little areas. And the purpose of dermaplaning is to remove some of the upper parts of that stratum corneum, those corneocytes, that horny layer that's starting to lift off. It hasn't quite desquamated on its own, but also remove any of this vellus hair. The benefits for that is better penetration of product, and also, like prior to a chemical peel, those things all penetrate much better. Makeup will lay a lot flatter. And I don't know if you can see any of that on there. Very good. And my lovely model has been dermaplaned a couple times, so as long as you keep up on top of it, she's doing really well, and you won't have a whole lot that comes off. When you are first doing a dermaplaning procedure, and it's the very first time your client has received one, they will probably have to go, you will probably have to go through at least 2 blades. And that's just because the first time the hair being removed. Now I'm making sure that I'm going over and around any moles. If they're flat moles, just kind of go right up to the edge of them. If she has any breakouts, I will go around those. So this area right through here, and she has some on her chin as well. Now when you come up to do part of the forehead, you want to make sure that you're not grabbing any of their brow line. That will not make somebody very happy if you take off their nicely shaped brow at the end. However, you can use this to refine any brows. Gives it a nice clean edge. And then just making sure you're moving your hands around, moving your body around, following good body ergonomics. You want to make sure that you have a mag lamp or some really good lighting. Grab all that. I also had to just change the angle of my blade and how I'm holding it. Now I'm holding it kind of like a pen or a pencil. And the reason for that is that the upper lip is a smaller area, so I'm going to use this tip part of the blade. Get right along that lip line, that vermilion border, clean it up. It's an area a lot of people miss when waxing because they don't want to wax over the lip. Remember, you can get real close to it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do around the nose real quick, and then we would go on to the other side of the face. So we're just going to pull the nose. It's going to be different ways you have to do this. I'm going to tap my client real quick and tell her to open her mouth so she can breathe. That's going to make it a lot easier, and then just pull up. So I'm pulling up or pulling over. Probably grab the tip of her nose and pull it up and over, and just come along this way. And it does catch a little bit. Okay, go ahead and open your mouth again. I'm just moving different angles. And then I'm going to have her roll her head this way a little bit, and I'm just going to come right in between the brows. Again, stay away from any areas of design that you have going on. And then moving around, you can see some different areas in different lights. You can see that I kind of, a few more hairs right in through here I want to make sure I grab.